if I want to go to hit a spot that's scary, then usually I go to find something that's similar in the skate park now. I don't just send it anymore. Like, I'm just gonna go for it. That's just a recipe for disaster sometimes, or the battle takes way too long. I feel better now than when I was younger, just because I wouldn't beat myself up all the time. Man, it gets dark during injuries. You like lose a sense of your like identity, I feel like. What kept me going was just like, I really loved skating and my friends and like going out there. So it was really easy for me to like, every time I was like, fuck, I really miss skating. I really don't want to do this and I'm not feeling motivated. What's gonna make me feel motivated? A fucking tray flip. Going out with my friends, skating and feeling the sun again. Oh my God, like those little things can help hang on for so long.
What's up everyone? Today I'm bringing you a very special conversation and interview with the one and only Christiana Means. She's an absolute beast on her board. She's got the best style, but off her board as well, she's such a resilient, positive person. And I'm really pleased to be able to actually bring this to you. I'd watched so many different podcasts of her before, and every time I was watching them, I was like, damn, she has gone through so many brutal situations, but actually learned so much from them. She's got so much wisdom from these situations, and that really shines through, you know, not just in this conversation, but just in her way of being as well. We cover everything from pushing through the darkness of different injuries and tough times, to her experience coaching the Chinese Olympic team, to how to take advantage of the energy of the present moment to actually do well in competitions, to the healing powers of the mind and how to tap into that. And then just the different things that she's done off her board as well to build that resilience and to stay on point. So we actually filmed this at the start of the year back in January 2025. And from different reasons, the release date just kept getting pushed back and back from, you know, reasons of my own. And I went back to watch it just last week before filming this intro. And I was like, damn, there is a lot of gold in here. There's a lot of really valuable, interesting information that any skater from any background is gonna be able to get some value from. So I hope you enjoy it as much as I did doing it. And boyakasha, let's get it.
Ready, Freddy.
Let's go, ready, Freddy. At the start of these things, I'm always like, I always kind of want to do like the 9 Club thing. I was like, well, we're back. But then I'm like, I realized like, wait, now we're not actually on the 9 Club. Like I shouldn't.
I mean, hey, you gotta find your own like motto.
I know.
Your intro.
Right. What could it be? What could it be?
I don't know. What did you text me? You said.
Today?
Yeah.
Oh, yesterday.
Yesterday. You said.
Boyakasha.
What is that?
You haven't seen Ali G?
No.
Oh, what? No. We need to sort that out. You need to see Ali G. He was like this kind of UK, it was a comedy show with this guy who was like a kind of what we call chav, which stands for council house and violent.
Yeah.
And basically there's these like kind of people in the UK who are chavs.
Boyakasha.
And they go around like fighting skaters and like just kind of
this is the thing that you need.
So, but he would always say like boyakasha. That was like his thing. And so yeah, we could do that. All right, boyakasha, here we are.
You sent me that and I was in bed like, boyakasha. What is this? Like, and Alex said it because I think he's UK, like he's like, he's from Europe, so he kind of knew a little bit.
I just assumed that like everyone would know it, but like that's good feedback to know that like not everyone does.
Boyakasha.
Okay, so yeah, tell us a little bit about yourself and like what you're doing here in Barca.
Yeah, hi, I'm Christiana.
Hello.
Should I talk in this one or should I just talk to you?
Yeah, just talk to me. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Christiana. I am originally from like South Carolina, so like the east part of United States. And just been out in Spain, kind of exploring and taking a little bit of like a backseat from the States recently. So filming and enjoying hanging out with awesome people. So
nice.
Yeah, it's been nice. I feel like a different chapter recently. I've just been like kind of slowing down a little bit and like pumping the brakes on such like a crazy go. Right. So yeah, so it's nice. Yeah, thanks.
It's like a really different lifestyle here in comparison to LA.
Yeah, I think the quality of life is much different. Like slower, still like motivating. Like people are really motivated and hungry out here, but like I don't know. I feel like you can breathe out here. Yeah, LA seems very hectic sometimes and like can get overwhelming, but still nice. So
right.
If you're comparing the two like meccas of skate world, it's like very similar, but one's I feel like very business and one is like more focused on like core skating.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's nice.
What about in the Philippines? Is there like much of a street vibe out there as well, or?
No, it's growing, but not really. Like the street scene is really rough. Like it's a third world country, so it's rural, like rural.
You gotta have your mountain wheels on to like hit the spots out there.
Yeah. We don't have like really developed roads everywhere. So
right.
Unless you're like in the main cities like Manila or Cebu, then you don't have like really good streets.
Right.
But it's growing. There's a lot more people picking up a skateboard, so it's
nice.
good. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, because there's like new skate parks in that out there, right? That I think you were there building one or something like that, or like contributing to it?
Yeah, there's a bunch popping up now. So me and some friends built a skate park in the southern island of the Philippines.
Okay.
Super nice, like 5-star skate park.
Amazing.
Yeah, and then the government's been helping out. Like they built one in the north part of the island. They have one in Cebu and some of the Visayas there. So I think like the government's realizing there's talent there and that like a skateboard can change someone's lives in a poor country. So they're like helping build more parks and everything. So it's really cool to see. Yeah.
Nice.
If you ever make it out there, it's
I'd love to.
So nice.
It's on the to-do list for sure at some point.
Yeah. Skate, surf, eat a lot of lechon.
What? Lechon?
Lechon. It's like pork. It's like a roasted pig for hours.
Or like the ones that kind of like spiral with the apple in the mouth.
Yeah. And you
No
can,
way.
the skin's like, you can take it and it crunches off and it's nice.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, on the 9 Club, like I was listening to you chat about like working as a coach for the Chinese Olympic skate team, and it sounded like the kids were just getting abused, right? Like they were just getting thrown downstairs without really being prepared, or like jumping handrails and shit without really like much kind of preparation to skate those things. I was wondering, like, because I was chatting about it with Julia actually, like, it seems like their objective wasn't necessarily to teach these kids how to skate really well, but just to make them like fearless.
Yeah.
That was kind of like the perception I got from like listening to you talk. What do you think about that?
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, like, I didn't necessarily see like, I don't know, it's such a hard line of like abuse, right? Like
yeah, maybe abuse is a bit too intense, but
also too like, oh my gosh, I think skaters abuse themselves anyways, like, you know. So I don't know how to explain it, like if, but I do think like they're teaching like the kids a type of fearlessness that they try and teach with every sport that doesn't really transcend well into skating. Like, you know, sometimes you can have someone who's extremely fearless with skating, but that doesn't mean they're smart with their body, you know?
Right.
Or like, it can be reckless. And I think with other sports, you can be fearless and progress really fast.
Yeah.
But sometimes with skating, I feel like when you're fearless but reckless, it slows you down more. So I think with their athletes that they're trying to build can later on hurt them. So these girls and guys may not have like the longest of careers as someone like, you know, other people here like P-Rod and like Nyjah and these people who've like taken the time to progress. So yeah, it's intense. That was intense.
That's a really interesting perspective. Yeah, it like springs to mind like that classic kid that you would see at the skate park who's just like jumping downstairs and like every time you see him pop, you're like, oh shit, like
I can't watch him.
Exactly.
Oh my god, like stop, like
100%.
Like learn how to kickflip
right
first, you know?
Right. Yeah.
I think we all know like when someone like pops and flicks and you know it's about to go wrong, you're like, oh my god, like
I can't watch.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're basically learning to just like throw themselves without kind of spending the time to like get comfortable on the board and like learn how to flip and kind of learn how to like actually do the basics.
Yeah. It's definitely, but I feel mixed feelings because it works too.
Right.
You know, like these kids are learning how to like, did you see that clip of the 8-year-old boy who's like kickflipping backflip?
Flip backflip. Yeah, he did like
that gap
over the driveway down the rail.
Yeah.
Flip back. Yeah. Insane.
Yeah. I didn't even know like an 8-year-old child could do that on a skateboard.
Yeah.
You know, but then like they're teaching these kids like if you send your body in that direction, you could do it, you know?
Right. And I mean,
Yeah.
that kid as well, like clearly has skill as
Yeah.
well. Like, did you coach him, or did you know about like how he was coached or anything like that?
No, I think he's Japanese. I think he's just like a little
Ah, okay,
prodigy they
okay.
found, you know? Like,
Right.
I think, where was my train? Some are like really gifted naturally and they progress really well. I think their way of like teaching skateboarding accelerates in one dimension, but they don't learn how to like skate. Like,
Right.
like they'll learn always how to like hit handrails and hubbas and like the contest stuff, but like someone who can't like push around and like skate what we're looking at right now,
Yeah.
you know, like have fun on a DIY or
Yeah.
in the streets is like a different type of skating.
Right.
So
Right, more that kind of like flow and
Yeah.
ability to like
Yeah.
cruise more. no?
yeah, like can I push down the street as fast as possible, ollie up on a curb, avoid a car, you know, hit stuff that's crazy, you know. Yeah, it's just like, it's a different like way of learning skating. I've never even, it's new.
Yeah, so it's so true. Yeah, it's gonna be really interesting to like see how it evolves and like see
Yeah.
like what happens to these kids in like
Yeah.
10 years or 15 years.
I think, I think in gymnastics they kind of went through the same thing too, where all of a sudden like they realized that younger kids were good, you know, that they
Right.
could be good, and then the sport completely drastically changed. You know, and I think skating's about to go through the same thing where we've hit this notch in the sport where you don't have to be like mature, you can be young as long as you
Yeah.
understand and you protect the athlete, which is like the most important thing. But it's about to change. It's crazy.
Yeah, so true. So true. I mean, if we've got 8-year-olds flip back lipping like 20 stair rails.
So crazy.
Damn it. I'm like, I had the dream of being pro back when I was a kid, but like the idea of being pro now of like these kids doing these kind of things, I'd be like terrified, like fuck, I've got to go out now and like flip back lip a 30 stair. Like,
Yeah.
no, I don't want to.
It's crazy. I know some kids who are like super talented, like 14, 15-year-olds, and they're like, oh, how can I make this? I'm like, you're so good, you know, like
Right.
you're so young, but you have to be really like insane now. The level is so wild for girls and guys. The guys, fucked.
Yeah.
I don't know, you guys don't have any spot options left. The market's crazy.
Yeah, that's so true. And like these days of all like the clips online and you end up comparing yourself to everyone, like even if you're maybe, you know, fucking amazing, like you don't appreciate it because you're like, oh, well, I'm not as good as like that
Yeah.
guy or
Yeah.
something like that. But
Yeah.
wait, tell me, like what are your techniques to overcome fear when you're like skating something that you're, you know, a little bit scared of?
Oh man, I think this is a learning thing that I still have to. I think I still learn how to get over fear. You know, I don't know. I think I used to be like practice all the time and prepare, which is still like the best thing for me. But
What do you mean prepare?
like repetition.
Ah,
you know,
right.
like preparing. Like if I want to go to hit a spot that's scary, then usually I go to find something that's similar in the skate park now, and kind of like I'm not. Like, I don't just send it anymore. Like, oh, like, I'm just gonna go for it. That's just a recipe for disaster sometimes. Or the battle takes way too long, you know? Like,
Right.
I'd rather go learn in the park and then try and go learn at the spot, because if not, I just get eaten up. Or just have homies. Yeah, so that's my technique for overcoming fear.
Right. So you're like kind of go to the park, like practice the trick, make sure you've got it on lock. And will you have a spot in the street in mind that like you know you're gonna hit, and then you like practice and go
Yeah,
go to
yeah.
the spot. Yeah.
Prep, and then just good vibes. Like, I like to be around people who are my friends, or if I'm filming, be with a filmer that I know. You know, like, yeah, I've kind of learned my like do's and don'ts now.
Right.
But I think that's my two goes to. I'm still scared. I still skate scared. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, skating's always going to be scary, isn't it, to a certain degree?
Yeah, there's no recipe for it, I don't
No,
think. Yeah.
no.
Some days you feel it too. Some days you're like, oh, today's the day. And some days you're like, today's definitely not the day.
Yeah, 100%. And that's like a skill as well to learn, like when to listen to your body saying like it's not the day, and when it's the day to like actually push it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
What are some of the other like don'ts for you when it's down to like a session? You're like, all right, I want to try this trick, but not really feeling it. Like, what are some of the signs that?
I definitely I don't jump cold anymore. I learned that I don't jump cold. It's good to get hyped up, but I really need to make sure like I kind of warm up my legs, especially for jumping.
Yep.
Anything else, fine. but jumping, I'm just not. I don't jump cold.
How do you warm up?
I usually like make sure I hop around. I stretch, like I like dynamic stretching, big one.
Nice.
Yeah.
You do like a bunch of jumps, like dynamic stretches.
Yeah.
And then...
I do like single leg pogos. I hop around. I make sure I like stretch my quads a little bit before, but not like hold it super long.
Yep.
Make sure I move my ankles. Like I just really want to make sure like my joint like feels nice and my muscles are firing.
Right.
With smaller things, I like to chill, but then like if it's big jumps, it's just, I think it's better to be like safer than sorry, you know? Other don't. If I feel gooey, like if I don't feel like nice and strong, I just kind of make sure I have fun that day.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
To kind of like reduce the pressure a little bit and like do something else that's enjoyable.
Yeah, I definitely, like when I was like 18, people were like, oh, I could skate forever. I think I could still skate forever. Like I could skate all day and I'm fine. But I've now learned that like when I was like 18, I would just, every day I chose to skate. And a lot of the times I got broke off. I was always beating myself up.
Right.
Like, and I put a lot of pressure to like skate on days I didn't want to skate. But now I think I've like realized like, okay, maybe today's not the best day to skate. You know, like, all right, I've been going 3 days in a row. Maybe today I should just like chill with the homies versus like putting a lot of pressure. So I have to say that I feel better now than when I was younger, just because I wouldn't beat myself up all the time, you know?
Right.
So like, I feel like when people are like, oh, I was young, I felt better, like that's false. You just were younger, but just because you are a little bit older, you can still take care of yourself and still feel good.
100%,
you know?
yeah, 100%.
You just get smarter in the process.
Right, yeah, so true. Yeah, I experienced like pretty similar thing. Like maybe when I was around, I don't know, up to like 16 or something, I was good and kind of could go out and skate every day without any kind of repercussions. But then that period from like 17, 18 up to like early 20s, that's when, you know, if you did that like every day, it just ended up like feeling like shit after like the accumulation of like all the skates.
Yeah.
But now after like doing a load of stuff that I take care of myself and that, I feel like way better than I did when I was like, you know, early 20s.
Of course. And then like at 18 and like to 21, you're going in everywhere else. You're partying, you're hanging out with friends, you're pulling all-nighters, like.
Yep.
And then you're also trying to skate on top of it. So if I compared it, I probably feel better I did now because I'm just smarter with my choices.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, let alone like stretching and stuff, but like all the other things, you know?
Right. What are some of those other things?
I definitely make sure I eat well. Like, I don't eat McDonald's all the time anymore.
What's wrong with McDonald's, dude?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm joking.
It's nice. It's nice every now and then. Don't get me wrong, I love some McDonald's fries.
We were forced to eat McDonald's in the airport the other day, and like, I got this fish burger.
Oof,
and
why did you get fish from McDonald's?
I know, I don't eat meat, so I like, I was like, okay, I'll go for the fish burger. I looked at it, I was like, what the fuck is this thing? Like, how do people like buy this? It looks so horrible. Like the bun was like waxy and shit, and like inside there wasn't even like a single leaf of lettuce or anything.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, oh, this is horrible. But sorry, I interrupted.
No. I do have to say the McDonald's here is way better than the ones in the States.
Ah, really?
I am guilty for having McDonald's every now and then, but before, like when I was younger, I used to eat shit all the time. Like, I didn't care, like potato chips and fast food and candy. Oh my God, so much candy. Like, I didn't care about what I ate, but now like I eat well, make sure I like get good vitamins, like a plate of vegetables at least twice a week is like really good for you, you know? Good poops too. Nice, good skating. Combo is great.
Good poops, good skating.
Oh, amazing. 2 poops a day. Oh, best skate session ever. You're light.
So light, you got that snappy pop, like you can get onto the ledges.
A skater doesn't talk about it, but that's so important at the beginning of the day.
Christiana's top tip, take a shit before the session.
100%, I back it. Let's see, I stretch a lot more. Like, I try not to sit on the couch and just scroll. Like, I have a rule, like, to do a little bit of stretching right before bed. Like, okay. So I have like, even if it's like 5-10 minutes, I'm running out of time, just do it. I feel better in the morning. What else?
That's so good for like relaxing as well, to then sleep better too.
Yeah, definitely. Like, okay, so when I tore my ACL at one point, and a lot of people have trouble like sitting back on their knees to like get their full range, and I decided like, all right, I'm gonna work on this every single night before I go to bed for a couple minutes as I'm watching TV, like winding down, and it made so much better of a process. Like, I can fully kneel on my knees, and a lot of people can't. That's like a really important one. I think that's about it. I think like, I don't really have, like, there's not a whole science behind like taking care of yourself. I don't really drink as much.
Right, right.
Yeah, I don't drink and skate. Yeah, I learned my lesson. Do not do that.
Yeah,
Recipe
man,
for
I had
disaster.
so many like stupid injuries of people like jumping downstairs when they were like a little bit drunk and just like fucking destroying the ACL or something like that. It's like, no.
Dude, one time I was just hill bombing with a friend. I was a little tipsy, and I was like trying to reach out to hold their hands, and I was holding their hand, and I didn't realize that we were getting pulled away from each other, so I started leaning in. I bashed my knee. Oh my God, I bashed my knee so hard. It wasn't even a hill bomb. It was like something mellow, and oh, I never ever again. I will put my board away happily and drink.
Damn.
Yeah.
So other than to like, you know, get back and recover from injuries, like what else was kind of driving the changes to, you know, eat better or like take care of yourself more?
I think I just realized that I genuinely love skating, and I also love doing everything else, like running or hiking or exploring, and like you see so many people who get broke off in skating as you go through, and either they start complaining later like, oh, my knees, or I wish I could do this trick, or like, and then when I got hurt, I realized that like I wanted to skate but also do everything else. So I just realized that like if I wanted to do that and skate for as long as I could, I needed to like make a little bit of changes.
Right.
So like sleep, eat better, stretch, like, and I really think for a lot of people, if they just did those 3 things better for themselves, then it could go a really long ways. And I used to be way more strict, like, all right, I'm not gonna drink, I'm not gonna smoke, and I was vegan. Like, I was really, really strict, and I think it helped initially through my major injuries, but now that I'm healthy and I've made it through those critical times, I think just having those 3 pillars is just really important. Yeah, like,
you train as well, right? Like you go to the gym and
yeah. Oh yeah, too, working out.
Right.
Yeah, I train a lot. I train a lot because my back and my knee and stuff, but I think even if someone's not working out, they should at least do like some resistance bands and like stability stuff if they're trying to skate. Like, just better for you. I don't know, but everyone's gonna have their wake-up call at some point. Right. You know?
Hopefully, like, yeah. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
So, yeah, whether it's now or later, at some point you're gonna be like, dang, I'm really not feeling that great. What should I do? Like,
right.
Or they don't care. So it's kind of try to spread the word, and you know, at some point they'll realize like we had some truth. You know?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, if you look at the skaters who are way older and they're like still killing it, like they're all doing stuff like training and taking care of themselves, no? Yeah,
I definitely like training. Like me personally, I try to train every other day.
Okay.
And I try to hit it hard. It used to be like, okay, I'm gonna do some resistance band, and then that progressed into like, I started looking into skating and like the science behind it. So when you take impact, it's 9 times your weight, like your force when you come down.
Yeah, or even more. Like, so if you're jumping downstairs,
yeah,
it'd be like 20 times or.
Yeah, for sure. Depending on what you're jumping off, but like with inertia and gravity, like with impact in general, you're taking 9 times your force. So if you're trying to like jump down something and you're not strong or anything, your odds of getting hurt increase. Yeah. So like I make sure that my muscles are good, they're strong, they're firing, which is also a really important one, like waking up your muscles often.
That's where that warm-up comes in as well.
Yeah, the warm-up's super important. And like I do everything like Bulgarians, squat, like split squats.
Classic.
I do tons of bands for like your hips.
Yep.
I've learned that like your hips are like so important for your knees and your ankles.
100%.
Yeah, and
100%,
your
yeah.
core. So, and like muscle balance. So like, all right, actually muscle balance was like a really important thing for my back. I ended up like, so in 2020, I tore this ACL. And it was like pretty normal. It was just a stupid mistake. I had a biker, like I was doing a front lip down a like little 5-stair rail. And first time got bodied, learned my lesson, went up. I went for it again, landed it perfect. And I was like in my head like, oh, I'm just gonna set one more in my head so that tomorrow I feel like not as scared. And so I went to do it again, and this biker cut from the left, like a little kid on a bicycle, and I looked at him, looked back at the rail, and decided to pop, and I kicked it out, and when I went to run out, I stepped wrong. Boop.
Ooh,
it didn't look
shit.
bad. It just literally, one of my friends were like, hey, we saw it, and nothing happened. I was like, dude, something happened. Like,
no,
yeah.
fuck, it makes me cringe.
Yeah, it felt like a rubber band pop. And it, like, so I went through the whole process, like, ACL sucks, but it just takes a lot of time and a lot of rehab. And you do come back from it and your leg gets stronger. So what happened is this leg became really strong, and this leg I was building up a lot and I was trying to get back. I'd kind of dealt with some like back issues before, just like stiffness, but since my muscle balance was so strong on one side and so weak, I was compensating on my core when I was starting to take impact. So I think I was hurting my back in the process.
Yeah.
So, and then,
and as a result, you're going to be just weakening that side that you're not loading as well with the jumps and stuff.
yeah,
Or not necessarily weakening it, but like not building up the strength on that side like you are on the other.
100%. Yeah. So, and then as a skater, I was like, oh, my back hurts, you know, and I never really took care of it, and I never went to go see anything, and I wasn't doing anything to really help my back.
Right.
And right timing, or right circumstance, and I like my back got really fucked up. So I, you know, I've had to explain this so many times, but basically, yeah, I went to a contest, I got broke off. I went to a chiropractor, they adjusted me, and they ruptured my disc, boom. And like, I guess my disc was already weak from taking the impact on one side, that it squished it out. So when the right circumstance happened, it just popped. And so I've learned that muscle balance is really important, like taking load evenly both in your legs. Like if you have a rolled ankle and you're taking a lot of impact on this leg, something's gonna hurt on this side, you know, like to take care of this injury when it arises.
Right.
You know, like,
right.
Oh, yeah.
And skating's so like one-sided anyway that like even if you haven't had a significant injury, like if you're always skating in one stance,
Yeah.
like both sides of your bodies are working like so differently.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, you know, these kind of imbalances are just like natural for a lot of skaters who don't skate switch and mix it up.
100%. That's always why you have one skater that's like, a skater's like, one of my knees hurt.
Yep.
One of my ankles hurt.
Yep.
It's because one of your legs super strong, and the other ankle's doing so much work.
Yep.
You know? So,
100%. 100%. Yeah, of all this stuff I see it as just like, if you can raise like the intensity of like what your body can handle, so it's more than what you're doing skating, or at least then at least you would give it some time to recover if you do pass beyond that intensity point. But if you're more or less like capable of handling like almost whatever you're gonna do when you skate, then you're good to go essentially.
Dude, skaters are gnarly. Like, I mean, we're like the mix between gymnasts and football players. Like, we do gymnastics.
That's a really interesting combo, but yeah.
We do like gymnastics stuff, but we take the slams of football players without any equipment, like without any protective gear. So like if someone's like trying to really go film out in the streets, like, damn dude, you should take care of yourself.
100%. Listen.
You should take care of yourself. Like, man, like,
so true.
It's sad. Like, you see a homie who's like going off and they're doing great, and then they get hurt, and you're like, dude, like, you know, I think every skater can sympathize. Like, oh, your heart hurts.
100%.
You know,
100%.
Like I call normal people muggles because they just don't understand
I call
it.
normal people muggles as well. Yes.
Sick. Yeah.
Yeah. It's so sad, and it's also, there's a big misconception that like when you train, or skaters think that training means like, all right, I need to put on some kind of like lycra suit, go to the gym, lift like, you know, really heavy weights, and like you're gonna get really like big muscularly. But it's just not the case. Like, you know, first it's really hard to get like massive size, but also like you don't need to do a lot each week to like make a huge impact in your skating. If you're like 2 sessions a week, 45, 60 minutes, like you can do so much for your body. And
yeah, for sure. I mean, 10 minutes, you just need 10 minutes a day, really.
Yeah.
10, 15 minutes a day. Some type of resistance bands, some type of like stretching, like stability. It's just the little things make the difference. I learned a big thing about training recently, and so I can do strength stuff all day. Like I can do strength stuff, balance stuff. My balance stuff's chilling. And I was training at this academy who like P-Rod goes to.
I think I might Contra. Oh wait, no, Contra's a different one.
It's a different one. Sports Academy. It used to be like Kobe Bryant's Mamba Academy back in the day.
Oh shit, okay.
And they changed it. But they have amazing athletes come up there, and they kind of taught me that like skaters, like we are doing something in the air and we get distracted. That's how we get hurt, right?
Yep.
So you're like concentrating on the trick and something happens. So when you're training, it's good to quick muscle reaction stuff, fast twitch exercises, like balancing, and then like if you can have someone train with you, like ideally, right? Like balancing and then try and catch something, or jump and then also try to do something in the air, because that's what we're trying to do. Is like we will flick a kickflip and all of a sudden it doesn't go right. We have to kick it out and then land. Yeah. So like I learned like you can have a lot of like jump up box jumps and jump downs and Bulgarians, but you're so concentrated on your exercise that it's actually not very similar to skating. So I had when I was coming back with my knee, we were like jumping and I was sticking stuff, and I was like, guys, like I need to learn how to fall. You know, so they started putting me up on a tall box, and when I would jump, they would bump me with a ball and it would make me throw my weight off, and I would have to learn how to fall out of it. So we started transitioning from sticking landings, like, okay, I'm strong enough to stick it. Now let me see how can I adjust my body to like adjusting in the air, you know?
Yeah, 100%.
And I think that really helped with like dealing with stuff, you know, or how to train and not have to always lift weights, you know, or like. Yeah,
because that's the most fun stuff at the end of the day, this kind of style of training.
Yeah.
And yeah, but and it's also like those are the situations where like most of the injuries happen. It's those really like fast, kind of like uncontrolled movements. It's not when you're gonna like land down a gap and like land perfectly bolts. It's like, all right, you're gonna land with your weight a little bit off center, maybe a bit more on one leg, like maybe leaning forwards a little bit, and it's like how always fast motions, right, as well. So like how can you kind of prepare for those situations? Not always like those perfect landings.
Nah, it's always the dumb stuff, dude. Like
always. And always when you're not really like focusing properly.
Yep. I rolled my ankle ollieing over a line. That was horrible. I was trying to do ollie north, and I went to do it over a line, rolled my ankle. Oh, I cried like a baby. Oh, it hurt so bad. Anyways, gotta love it.
All right, let's change direction a little bit. Let's go competitions.
Yep, word.
So you skated a lot of competitions. Like you've won some pretty big ones as well.
Yeah.
Like what's your mindset like in those situations? Is it kind of do you get in your head when you're in like big competitions, or? Yeah. I think I've gone through every emotion with contests. Like some I've been in my head and did great. Sometimes I've been in my head and did horrible. But I think I do like the energy from a contest. Yeah. Sometimes I've been like really chill and they've worked out. I think some people have like a better formula for like what a contest is. I'm a little bit more relaxed and just kind of like take each event as they come. But I do like it, and
Yeah. Yeah, I do pretty well at contests. I like to do them. Yeah.
Do you have any techniques that like you use to kind of like get that focus going, or kind of like perform when you're like maybe feeling overwhelmed or anything like that?
Yeah, I my contest usually starts, like my contest prep starts in the morning. I like to get up, I stretch a little bit, make a cup of coffee, and then I chill.
Nice.
I usually have like a song or a couple of songs I listen to as I go in, and then my warm-up routine. I usually start like 45 minutes to an hour before I even skate. Like I would just start moving around, like if I'm home or I have an option, like I like playing soccer a little bit, like juggling a ball around, or like I do a nice little like dynamic stretch. And then I think like if I get in my head, I usually like to like talk with the other contestants there or interact with the crowd, like just be more of a character. I think when you have like the energy going of the present moment, you do better.
Right.
So if I am in my head, that's good, but as long as I can kind of get out a little bit. If I'm too much in my head, I usually tend to like crash and burn. Right. So, but if I'm able to get out of my head and realize that the person next to me is also in their head, and try to break the ice a little bit, it helps a lot more. Yeah, I think that's my technique for it.
I love that. I love that. Yeah. I mean, because it's so true that like obviously if you're in the present, then you're going to be focusing way more. Yeah. And the idea that you're saying of like interacting like with the present, like with people who are right there with you, like in the crowd or like another skater. So like a way of like bringing you kind of into it.
Totally. And
that's sick.
Yeah, and like there's some people who are like, I'm a competitor, I'm gonna be the first, and it's very few. So, but if you're not that person, the best way to do the best is to realize that the competition is yourself. So if you can go there and just do what you can do and like play your game, play your game is the best advice I've ever gotten from somebody. Like don't go and try like, oh, they're doing this, I need to step up and do something better. Just do your best, play your best cards that you have, and that your odds will be so much better. Right. Yeah. So many people like try to overreach and they don't get the results that they want. So if you just play your game, your odds are way better.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. That's really useful.
The person next to you might not do good.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. And if you're focusing on them, then you're probably going to make yourself do worse as well.
For sure.
100%.
Yeah. One time I like, oh my God, this happened recently. I went to a contest and I tried to go insane and I didn't land anything. And then there was some other people that just did basic stuff and then they got third, and I was like, I could have just done basic stuff and done fine, you know. But in my head I was like, I need to do this, you know. Like I should just played my game.
Right.
Oh God, that killed me. I know.
Well, next one, now you know.
You know. For sure. Yeah. You would think. Yeah. It's easier said than done. So anyways.
Yeah, I mean, it's always easier to like remember, like look back in hindsight and be like, oh, I should have done this, or like get other people advice than like remember it in the moment, right?
Oh, it's like when you see the homie like retrying the trick over and over and you're like, dude, move on. You're like, I can't. That
was me with the crook there. I was there till the fucking sun went down. No one else was skating and I was still like, I need the crook.
No, yeah, that's personal. That's a different story. That was personal. Oh God. Anyways, like.
Awesome. When you're like preparing for competitions, does anything change? Do you skate different, or like take care of yourself in a different way, or prepare like certain tricks or anything, or like how's it go?
No, I usually just try and start small, like get in the groove and then just keep going. Yeah, but it doesn't really change. Like just try.
But before the competition though, like say like I don't know, the weeks or like months leading up to it.
Yeah, I definitely do a little bit more practice. Like usually the course review will come out, and if I'm like, okay, they have more square rails, I'll hit more square rails. Or if like they have more hubbas, I'll try and practice more hubbas. Right. Yeah, I try to match it a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, like maybe 3 weeks, like a month before, I'm kind of like switching into like contest, like training mode.
So when you get there, like you're kind of comfortable with like the shit that you're gonna skate, no? Yeah. And when you're learning tricks, like do you have any kind of like process to learn and to like lock in different tricks? To like figure something out, or you got anything you've noticed like, oh, this really works to get the trick?
I usually work up. So like if I'm trying to do a like, I don't know, kickflip back 5-0 or something like that. Like if I'm trying to do it on a hubba or a kickflip 50, I usually work up like do the 50, do the 5-0, do the kickflip 50, do the kickflip 5-0, you know, like build the stages before.
Yep.
That's just my thing. Like, I think it's dumb to like do a trick without the base layer of it, you know?
100%, yeah.
So, that's about it.
100%, yeah. I find like so many skaters do that. They'll like get to the spot and they'll go for like the hardest trick possible, and like you can tell like they're never gonna land it.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
they're so far from it. Whereas and then they're often like scared of it as well, because if you're thinking like, okay, there's this trick that I want to do, and if you're going for like the trick that you want to get, like it's so much bigger in your head. Whereas if you like break it down into pieces, you start to like also get yourself to like believe that you can do that final trick, right? But when you're here, like trying to go straight to there is like a huge gap. If you're like gonna work up it,
for sure,
it breaks it down.
My friend recently was trying to do at the Hollywood Gap like backside flip. And,
oh shit!
Yeah.
Down to 16.
No, there's like a Hollywood Gap. It was like a foundation gap. It was like covered with graffiti. It's gone now, but there's like a couple clips. Like Raisa did like a tray flip over it. So she was trying to do backside flip, but she never 180'd it. You know, she kickflipped it, but she didn't 180 it. And like her kickflips are amazing, but if she had just taken one try to do like a 180, I think her motion of turning her momentum backside would have worked out better. Or like, it's hard. Sometimes you have like a trick that works better with the flick, like a full cab flip works a little bit better than like a full cab, or I don't know, like so everyone's different, but I usually try to break it down. Yeah.
Exactly that. It makes a huge difference.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, we've gone. I was going to go on to injuries, but we've already covered a little bit injuries.
Yeah, if you have any specific questions, you can totally. I don't know.
I was going to say, like, you had nerve damage in the foot, right?
Yeah.
And like, you know, I've been through a lot of injuries as well. Like, it's hard to get back. It's hard to kind of like keep the momentum going and kind of stay on the rehab and like really, you know, put in the work to get back. Like, what kind of drove you to keep going with that stuff and keep putting in the work?
Yeah, man, it gets dark during injuries. It's part of it. Like you like lose a sense of your like identity, I feel like. And I think that's the biggest part of going through it. Like, all right, what do I use my time now? But I think what kept me going was just like I really loved like skating and my friends and like going out there. So it was really easy for me to like, every time I was like, I don't want to do my PT or I don't want to get up today, I'd rather just like sit around and smoke weed. Like I've thought about like, if I do this, then it's one day closer to doing like a nollie flip or a tray flip or going out to film with my friends. And I think it took a lot of mental power too. Like I had to really like distract myself in a way of like using my time well, but then also not distracting myself. So when I was in those ruts to like chill and listen, like, why am I so upset? What am I feeling right now? And how can I move through this? Being like aware. And I feel like a lot of people can go through injuries and just like, I'm gonna drink and smoke and party with my friends until I'm better, right? Or like, I'm gonna distract myself with something else until I'm better. But it's important to like connect with your brain, you know? Like, I think your brain's powerful in what motivation you have and also what healing you can unlock.
Right.
So, taking time to check in, you know, like, fuck, I really miss skating. I really don't want to do this and I'm not feeling motivated. What's gonna make me feel motivated? A fucking tray flip, you know? Like, going out with my friends, you know, like skating and feeling the sun again. Oh my God, like those little things can help hang on for so long.
100%,
yeah. You said something about nerve damage too? You're like, was this?
Well, no, I mean.
Did this go along with this?
No, I mean, I was gonna bring up the nerve damage because I know that took a long time to get back. Back from, and like, and I just wanted to know, like, exactly what you've said. Like, how did you kind of keep pushing through? And
that was also like, that was, oh man, so when I woke up out of surgery, like I ruptured my disc. I went to surgery, and they didn't really tell me like what they were gonna do. Like they're like, hey, you're gonna go into surgery, you may not wake up with a normal spine. You know, like it could be replaced, we could just trim it, or we could fuse it. There was 3 options.
Right.
And they were also like, you could wake up and not have full recovery of like your feeling of your leg. So
fucking hell.
It was really intense. I didn't really know how to process a lot of stuff. A lot of people weren't really telling me how intense it was, because it was really scary. Like I appreciate the people who kind of shielded me from that, because I didn't know how severe it really was until like going through it. So when I woke up, it went successful, and they repaired my disc. They just trimmed it and let me chill. So it was 2 months of basically like I couldn't do anything. Like I couldn't pick anything off the floor. I couldn't bend down.
No way.
I couldn't shower, and I couldn't twist. So it was like anything the most minimal was like I could walk for 5 minutes and then lay back down. That was
no way.
Yeah, it was
gnarly.
really gnarly. A lot of Zelda. I played a lot of Zelda and Switch, but in the process, I was letting my nerves reconnect. So my spinal cord had pressed on my disc, had pushed on my spinal cord, and it made the nerves in my leg shorten. So it like basically like curled up like a raisin, and I lost a lot of connection from basically like my back here to my big toe. So when I woke up, I couldn't move my big toe up, and I couldn't push my calf up. So like they were like, oh, like do a calf raise. Of nothing. And if I stepped on it and I leaned a little bit, my ankle would roll.
No way.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, yeah, because you don't have any kind of connection to that part of your body, but yeah, it's crazy.
I was really scared. I was like, dude, I don't know how I'm gonna be able to skate again. I can barely walk without rolling my ankle. You know, like I can't use my toes, and I can't push up on my ankle. So how am I gonna do this? And they gave me like exercises to just like slowly start wiggling my toes at first, and then wiggling my toes became like, okay, can I grab a marble? Like, can I start to like grab with my toe? And then I could finally like pick up marbles and put them over here. And then like one ankle, like they're like, okay, well, you need to start building, like seeing if you can move your ankle out like that. And then one ankle flick became like 10, you know? And this was over a really long time. But I remember when I was trying to wiggle my toes, I just would kind of like close my eyes and think of my nerves rebuilding.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and because like if it's your nerves, it's your nervous system, it's connected to your brain, right? Like it just makes sense. Like I was just like, okay, I'm gonna think about my nerves regenerating and my toe moving a lot. So as I was doing that, I would really try and visualize like my toes working, my ankle moving, and like my pushing up again, and just slowly over time it started to work. But I also put in a lot of PT in the process of that too.
Right.
So I think between those two, it started to come back. Right now, the only thing I have left is the top of my toe feels like, my ankle feels really numb.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so if I roll my ankle, I don't feel it, but
okay, that's all right.
But I know I heard it, you know?
Yeah.
I rolled it once and I was like, ooh, I rolled it. I didn't feel it, but I know I rolled it, and it swelled up a little bit, but it didn't hurt. So I just make sure I do a lot of strengthening with it, and I do a lot of like closed ABCs now. Like make sure I'm still doing my PT with
really
this
like
foot.
maintaining that connection.
Yeah, really thinking about it, making sure I know where my foot is when I'm skating and when I'm doing exercises. I have to really be cautious of that.
Right.
Yeah. Right. Like, and it makes me nervous, but as long as I do my stuff, I'm fine.
Right. I love that you kind of mentioned the mental part of it as well, and actually like visualizing the connection, because I mean, who knows exactly like how that kind of shit works, but like what I do know is belief that you're going to get better is like such a powerful thing as well. And like doing this kind of thing where you're like imagining it, like you're believing it, right? You're like, yeah, I can fucking get better.
Yeah.
And like that's not only gonna even like maybe do something within your body, but it's also gonna drive you to do the work needed to like make it happen.
Yeah, for sure. It goes hand in hand, and I think I got lucky, but like technically your nerves grow like 1 millimeter a day, like so if you're if you're eating the right stuff, if you're doing what you need to, and if you're really trying to like make that connection in your brain again, I think you can make it work. Right. But I also think maybe like I didn't have, like Mike Mo has nerve damage in his foot, you know, from it. Everyone's nerve thing is different, so I think I just got a little lucky, but a lot of work can help at least. Yeah. You know, so it'll never be normal, but at least I'll make do. Right.
Well, and going back to, you were saying like, obviously it was a long journey to get back to where you're at now. And there was a lot of like ups and downs and like dark moments and that. And how did you kind of work through those tough times and like work through those difficult moments? Like, was there anything other than like just kind of keeping it in mind, like, oh, I want to skate?
I cried a lot, and I definitely like, I kind of was more open with my homies about like where I was at, you know? Okay. Sounds weird, but
like explaining how you feel to them and talking about it.
Yeah, or being like, dude, I'm feeling it, man. Can we like hang out, or like let my homies know like, I mean, I'm not in a good spot, like, you know, and kind of letting people be there a little bit more, and you find your friends during that time of who will show up. I'm not some like hippie person that like meditates a lot, but I definitely try to like meditate a little bit. I played video games. I like did art, and I did tattoos more, but I think I kind of opened up to my friends a lot more. You know, I didn't like let it sit inside me. You know, like I could have just, oh my God, been so tough, and I didn't want to be, you know, like, so I made some good friend connections during that time, you know, like I found out who my homies were, called my mom a lot. I don't have like a good recipe for it, but man, it's like.
No, but that's an amazing recipe. That is like just talking about it and talking about anything that you've got inside always like releases it in some way, right?
Yeah, and I also chose to like open up about it with kind of like Instagram, you know, like, I think a lot of people go through their ACL stuff and they hide it because they don't want to like lose sponsors or let people know that they're not skating. But I realize that a lot of people deal with this, and like not a lot of people talk about it. So then people don't get shown like the reality of what like being injured is, you know, like the homie who's like about to have surgery, who needs to relearn how to walk. He's about to go through a fight that like is really difficult, you know? And like, if he can tell people that he's struggling, then he'll have a better odds of people like realizing that he's not okay. Yeah. You know?
And then you get the help that you need.
Yeah.
What you need.
Yeah, or it's like someone coming by to like, you know, say what's up, you know, or hey, why don't you just come out with us, and maybe you can't skate, but like just come join us at picnic, you know? You know, just sit down and we'll hang out with you. You know, it's so much different. Like I see homies who like go through it and they just drink, you know, and they're trying to go through it and they tell everybody they're okay, and it's okay to not be okay, you know?
100%.
Like, fuck, dude.
100%.
Yeah, like.
Oh, that's so cool that you like realized that and actually like reached out, because it can be hard as well sometimes, you know, to like start the conversation and say like I need help. A lot of the times, no?
Yeah.
That's fucking cool that you're able to do that.
Yeah, I mean, it's not easy, but maybe I'm just a big crybaby, but no, it makes it easier. It makes it easier, you know, we're human.
100%. Yeah, 100%.
God, skating's so important to us too, like.
Right.
Be like, we're big babies when we can't skate, you know? Like, fuck,
yeah,
you know?
it's so true.
Sucks.
I mean, like the hardest thing for any skater is like not being able to skate.
Oh, what do you do?
What the fuck do you do?
I don't know.
Like when I can't skate, like my life is like I have nothing to do.
It's so boring. How do people like, they go to work and then they go sit down on the couch? You know, or like, I don't know.
The muggles, man.
Yeah, or even I can play Fortnite all day, but then after a while I'm like, dude, this sucks.
And you feel like shit.
Yeah.
At least when you go skate, like you feel, well, not every time, but like most of the times you go skate, you end up feeling like fucking great.
Have you noticed that I feel better if I move around and skate than if I don't?
Yep, 3000%.
If I sit around, I feel like terrible.
Dude, so true. If I'm like at home working on some stuff, like gets to like the 3 hour point, and I'm like in my head, like, hating life, like, the back's fucked, like.
Yeah.
So true, so true. Wow, that's cool. Yeah, and so many skaters like think that it's not okay to be injured and to like be hurt, and so many skaters try and like hide that they're injured and pretend that they're not, and just so they can like skate again. But in reality, a lot of times you've got to be like, no, I am injured, accept it, speak to someone, and then like. Or
I think someone told me this, injuries is a really great way of inciting for the future, right? When you're old, you know, what are you gonna do when you're old? Maybe it's a good time to pick up a hobby. Maybe it's good to learn to draw, you know.
Some crochet.
Yeah, exactly. Chilling. Learn how to cook, you know, or like.
I like that.
Like modify your shoes, make some pants. I don't know, like design a hoodie. Like skaters are creative, you know, like get into something, you know, even if it's like playing some video games, like, you know, it's nice to like have not just skating as your main hobby. Yeah. Just kind of like branch out a little bit. Like I started tattooing a lot.
Oh, nice.
I started like drawing and like getting into creative shit. So
cool.
Yeah,
I like looking as well, like the injury process is like, you know, not that you don't have to skate completely as well. Like you can still cruise and like push around, but you got to figure out like where your body's at and like meet it there.
Yeah.
So like, you know, everyone thinks a lot of the time like, oh, until I'm 100% back, like I can't skate.
Yeah.
But like you can still a lot of the time skate.
Yeah. You can
just like you got to kind of meet your body where it's at and like not push it.
Just do ollies.
Yeah.
Just cruise.
Which sometimes really hard though, right?
Really hard. Yeah, really hard. Oh my gosh, on my like, I just started to skate and my doctor was like, oh, you can do ollies. And I came back, I was like, I did a kickflip. He's like, dude, what the heck? Like, you're supposed to do an ollie. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I knew I could do it. He's like, all right. Like,
but ollie and kickflip pretty much the same thing.
Yeah. True. So.
You should have been like, I did an ollie flip, and then like you confuse him.
Yeah.
It's like, was that a kickflip or was that an ollie?
It was a fancy ollie.
Exactly. Awesome. Okay, so we're getting close to the end. We've been like jumping around so much that now I'm like, I don't know what we didn't ask.
Yeah, thanks for the time. I've had a great time.
Yeah, no, it's been great. Maybe one that we kind of have touched on a little bit, but like getting tricks back after injuries. Like I know that can be like a hard process. Like what did you do anything different to like get tricks back and like get that confidence back?
Yeah, I did it a lot. I did like a list. I was pretty like religious with it. Like I would do like, I have to do 20 kick flips and check, and then I have to do 20 fakie flips, check.
Oh,
like,
I love that.
So I like really consistently did it, but then I made it a game. Like, I don't know, man, like play some games with people, like either skate or back people up. But I feel when you come back, I feel like it's nice if you look at it like a kid skating again. You're like, oh, I did this trick. Yeah. I don't know.
It feels like that though, doesn't it? When you're bouncing back, you do like a real basic trick, like a board slide or a kickflip, and you're like, oh, yes.
I'm back. Yeah, I know, it's nice.
I'm back, everybody.
Yeah. No, you have to celebrate the little victories.
Yeah, so true.
Sick. Yeah.
So true.
And then it'll come back. Yeah. You're just chilling.
Yeah.
I just came back from something recently. I just like tweaked my knee just a little bit, but then I took some time off and came back. Boom, 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 did a back tail. And I was like, oh, I'm chilling. It's like riding a bike. You'll be fine. You'll come back.
Right. Yeah, often you think you're going to lose way more than you do, right?
No, you don't.
And then you're back and you're like, what? Actually, I might even be skating better than I was before.
Yeah, facts.
Like, wow, I actually gave my body a rest for the first time in like 5 years.
Yeah.
And now I'm skating better. Yeah. What about like any kind of general skate technique, like hacks, like things that you've noticed that like helped a lot? So like I remember I heard Felipe Gustavo say like you got to flick really fucking fast, like real fast flick. Or certain people are like, all right, I've got to rotate in a certain way. Or is there any kind of like techniques that you've noticed that have kind of helped your skating globally, or even just like with a random trick maybe? I don't know.
I try to do all 8s now, but like
that's straight 8.
Straight 8, yeah. 4 kickflips, 4 heel flips. That's like my warm up for usually like if I start skating around. I do those and I feel like I'm chilling. I guess I don't have like too much of a technique of stuff. Like I usually am like I don't know, strong belly button. I don't know, like keep your core strong, like keep your belly button over your weight.
Oh, really? Like you actually think about that, like what you're doing?
Yeah, I do with manuals and like stuff. Like I don't know, for a girl thing, it's like boobs over board. Keep your boobs over your board. You know, if you're leaning too far, then your weight's off.
Interesting. All right, so it'll be like balls behind bolts.
Yeah.
All right, okay.
Yeah. I don't know. You have like a lead leg. good pop. I don't know. I feel like
it's a hard one. It's a hard one.
I feel like the pros got that shit dialed, you know? Like the pros, like Felipe Gustavo for sure. He probably flicks fast into everything. Like, or...
There's that new kid, Japanese kid on Primitive. He just turned pro. Aimu, I think his name is.
Didn't he just come out with that part recently? Oh my God,
yeah.
he's so good.
Man, I was watching some of his clips and like, I had to fucking go back to check if he even flipped his board. Like, he flips so fast. I was like, I felt like my mum when she watches skating and she just thinks all the tricks are the same, you know? I was like, I don't even know like what trick he did.
He's too steezy.
Yeah.
That should be a crime.
It should be a crime, 100%. 100%.
No, so
we need to file some kind of like...
Did you see the clip where he did the pop shove over the bar, like the bump to bar? It's like such a steezy pop shove. Boom. Oh my God, I drooled. Oh, it's so nice.
I saw that one clip that Kelly uploaded of like him doing, I think, like 10 varial heels down that road in a row. Yeah. And everyone was just like stuck to his feet, like, bah, bah,
cool.
Bah. It looks so good.
Oh, I guess I have one. I try to sit in the back seat now.
Okay.
I used to like put all my tricks forward, but now I try to sit back. Like.
With what kind of tricks?
Like my front, just with anything. Like if I'm ollieing or kick flipping and stuff, like when I land, like my front leg is the one that leads forward, but when I try to catch, I try to sit back in the back seat. But that's just because I'm trying to get my leg used to sit in my wake back. Like I like prep, kick, flip, but then I like to like kind of sit back in my tricks more.
Right,
no?
Okay. So actually like when you're landing, you'll think of like bringing it back a little bit.
Yeah. Get it underneath me, like sit back, like get my like kick flip to, like I used to always land on this leg all the time, and this knee used to hurt so bad. And now I'm like trying to like get in the back seat, like, you know, like, yeah.
I like that. I apply that with like frontside flips and front 180s. I find those tricks, it's really easy to land like too much on, well, what would be the front leg.
Yeah. And
kind of like pat down like that, but then you slip out that way.
Yeah.
So then with those ones too, like when I get them good and I land them like super bolts, I'm thinking like, more kind of on that back leg, which is then the front leg.
Yeah, like, or even like, no, totally. Like a tray flip, you can land it front leg, but it looks really steezy if you land, like if you catch front, but then land in the back seat.
Yeah. You
know?
Totally.
Like, but yeah, that's just my problem. So I need to get in the back seat.
Okay, we're getting close to the ends. If you were going to give some advice to like some kids who want to get good at skating, like what would you say like the keys to progression are?
Flow first and your tricks will come. Yeah.
Nice.
I see so many kids now that, or people that just pick up a board and they want to start doing a kickflip or ollie quick. And I think just like flowing is the best way to move fast.
Right.
Yeah. So like, can you ride down that ramp and this ramp and that ramp and go fast from here to there? Can you ride over everything? Can you get over everything? And then like, can I do ollies everywhere? Like, can you ollie on this and then that and then that and then do kick flips? It just sets such a better foundation for later on.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah.
I did a lot of backstepping when I was getting like good. Like I got to the point where I was like, oh, I really want to learn hard flips. It's such a cool trick. But I never learned how to front shove really well. You know, so like I was trying to do hard flips and I was like, oh, I can't front shove. All right, let me do front shoves a lot. And then I got good at hard flips. And then that came with like varial hills because I could front shove, you know, and everything builds off of each other, you know, like, like manuals like are so good because then you can do like nose grinds, you know, or long nose grinds or tail slides is 180s, you know, but you're just stopping midway and you're doing a 180 and then putting your weight shifting.
Right.
So everything is connective, you know, like.
So true.
I see so many people skip steps and yeah.
Yeah, so true. And then when you skip those steps and you're not comfortable with the basics, then you get like trapped with some like shitty technique that doesn't really work, and then it's so hard to like go back and kind of undo it, right?
Yeah,
and then learn like the better technique.
For sure. Yeah. Definitely. That's about it.
Awesome. What about any goals? Like what projects that you got going on at the moment?
This year's actually going to be a big change. It's also why I've kind of been out here. Like, I want to take this year to street skate way more. Like, my career kind of played out differently. Like, I was trying to get out there as a skater and like I wanted to pursue it, and then all of a sudden I was in the Olympic tour. it wasn't really my plan, and I didn't realize how serious it was gonna be, but all of a sudden it was like, I was off to the races.
Right.
And then everything I did was contests, but then it was the way I made money. So I realized that I want to street skate, man. I want to get clips, and I put out one video part and then got hurt in the process. So now I'm coming back for vengeance. So I really want to street skate. I want to try and work towards like being a more like well-rounded skater. So I think like I think I'll step away from the Olympic stuff. Contests I'll do for fun, and like if I want to show up here or there, it'd be sick. But and like be out here in Barcelona and go skate around Europe and try to be a different skater than what I usually have been.
Right.
Yeah, I want to build my own brand versus always being this like kind of like show monkey, you know? So yeah, I would like to change it up this year, and yeah, so I'm stoked. Yeah, it's been going well so far.
Awesome. Yeah, and the streets are the best. Like competitions are good. I think at least the reason why I would enjoy them is kind of like the mental challenge. Like, oh, how can I like prove to myself that like I can skate in those situations? But like the streets, dude, when you're out like exploring some spot and like you with the homies and you find something that you weren't maybe planning on skating, and then you get a clip. There's just like no sensation like that.
Yeah, and your style shines out so much more. Like instead of just hitting rails and humbugs like everyone else, like you can see a spot and like 10 different skaters will hit it 10 different ways.
Exactly.
You know?
And you add your creativity to it and your little sass to it.
Yeah, and plus Barcelona is absolutely insane. Like I did not know, like, dude, you guys fucking got the coolest shit. Like it's so sick.
We're pretty lucky, yeah.
Yeah, super lucky. Like, so many spots. Like I'm so excited to see like.
Yes, and I bet you've only skated like 10% of them so far. Like
not
even me, and I've been here for like 10 years. I've probably only skated like 50% or something.
Oh, dude, we like push to spots, seeing spots.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
yeah.
Or yesterday I was talking to a filmer. I was like, yo, I almost got this trick there, and he's like, you shouldn't go there. Everyone skates that spot. I'm like, yeah, but I want to skate it because everyone skates that spot. He's like, no, there's like 3 different spots I could take you to for this one. I'm like, well, shit. Like, I'm down. He's like, yeah, no one's hit these. I was like, I'm down. Like, so it's really cool to link up with people and like share skating with them. I'm meeting totally different people and totally different spots. Like, oh, the best marble I've ever. Oh, so nice.
Just like marble granite plazas everywhere.
Oh my gosh, you guys have spots that are like very different. Like you could have I feel like in LA is very like basic. Like you have ledges and rails and hubbas, and it's very like basic structure, but you guys will have like a bank to wally to down, like hubbas that go over the stairs then drop, or you can get so creative here.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's really
just
cool.
like a lot of variety here.
Super. Yeah. So
awesome. Well, I'm so hyped to chat and like do this conversation.
Thank you.
I'm looking forward to the part as well.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it. So let's street skate.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm super down.
Thank you so much.
The time and everything.
Thank you.
It's been really
Thank
cool.
you.
So
sick.
Yeah. Let's go. What's the word that you said?
Boyakasha.
Boyakasha.
I mean, you're gonna do that as well. Boyakasha.
Boyakasha. Oh. Nope. I don't have it.
We'll work on it.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.